I'm going to show you how to prepare an earthquake kit. In New Zealand, we're highly susceptible to earthquakes, so it's a really good idea to have an emergency kit ready and an emergency plan. So it's really important to consider non-perishable food like tin cans and drinking water. You'll need food and water for 3 days for each person. The general rule of thumb is to have 3 litres per person per day of drinkable water. Good water storage solutions are things as simple as plastic water bottles from your supermarket or even just a water bladder. You need to be prepared that you may be without power for days. So it's really important to consider things like torches and batteries, and also a form of radio, whether it be a wind-up source or batteries for a radio, that you can keep in touch with what's going on in the area. There's some really clever products out there that you can use, like a dynamo here, where you wind it up and you have a torch. You've also got a radio. It's also important to consider yourself physically. So are you going to be kept warm? Do you need to put some jerseys or a blanket or a poncho sort of set in? And also a first aid kit if you've got any bumps and bruises along the way. Never underestimate as well how important it is to have something to cut with and something to tie things up like rope. It's got 100 uses, from drying things to holding things together. Very essential for an emergency kit. You're also going to want to have something to cook and an ignition source, because again, you may be without power, you may need a fire to keep warm, but you also need to cook the food you've got and also boil water to keep it sterile. A multi-tool like this is essential to have in your emergency kit too, because it has so many functions. Whether it's a plier, a knife, or a can opener, it's something everyone needs in their emergency kit. It's really important as well when creating your emergency kit to consider every member of your family, whether it's medications, important documents, or even for your pets. Have you got enough pet food to last them for 3 days? Another key thing is having it really accessible and easy to go. Something like a plastic container or a backpack's essential, because you may need to grab it in a hurry. So these are just a few simple things to consider for your kit. Make sure you check it regularly and keep it updated.